Hello, family. Greetings to you all, and welcome back to my channel. It's your brother, Chief Nabashegoye Palsewulada, also known as Prince Ayoko, sending my peaceful, lovely, and blessings to you all from Tamale, the northern part of Ghana. How are you doing? How is our families at your side doing? And how was your day? Because it's late here, it's almost 12 a.m. and I'm here coming out to just share a little bit of what I've been experiencing about the YouTube streets, the streets of YouTube with you all. So when I say the streets of YouTube, I think it's just something that has to do with YouTube and YouTubers, as well as whatever has to do with people who are migrating to Africa or people who want to travel to Africa, but at the same time, oh, they said the volume is low. Okay, so sorry, I have to see what I can do. All right, so thank you for notifying me. I'm just gonna deal with the situation right now. Okay, so family, it's a very rainy day today in Tamale. The rain is good and it's still good because it's still raining outside there whilst I'm here at my palace doing this live stream, sharing with you at least whatever we have to learn. So it's very important for me to share this with you. And I'm not just sharing that because I want to come to YouTube for you to watch me, but I'm just sharing that with you for you to get something to learn, or for you to learn something from me as someone who is living here on the continent of Africa, as someone who was born and bred on the continent of Africa, as well as, learning so much about other people, that is our families that is living in other parts of the world. And moreover, or more especially, about my fellow YouTubers. So before I continue with this conversation, I want to say a very big thank you to you all for coming along with me and for taking your time to just hang around with me and to listen to whatever I have to share with you. At the end of the day, whatever you learn from me is what you're supposed to learn. It doesn't matter whether you take what I teach you or not. It doesn't matter. Like I always tell you, my audience is not, you know, what I want. Though when I share some informations and a lot of people get it, that is a plus. But the number of my audience is, it doesn't matter so much to me, because even when one person is on this live stream, at least that is good for you to know, or for the person to learn. But there's one thing that I always do when I'm coming live. When I'm coming live, there's one thing that I always do. I never come on my live stream without, honoring my ancestors, or without honoring our ancestors. And that is the drums that you hear, that is playing on the background. All right, so family, thank you all once again and welcome back to my channel. And talking about teaching and learning, teaching and learning involves two people or more than two people. But I will say two people because it's the teacher and the student. So if the one teacher is teaching 1,000 students, 1 million students, 10 million, 100 million, or the whole world, is still the teacher, one teacher, and all the students are considered to be what? One people. So that's why I said teaching and learning consists of two people, and that is what it is. All right, so family, welcome back again. Blessed love to you all, and welcome back to my channel. Sister Sinovia, really blessed love to you. Thank you so much for your support and welcome on board. It's just me. Blessed love to you, Queen. Welcome on board and greetings to you. All right, so let me know if the sound is okay. Is the sound okay? So we can go. Yeah. So like I'm saying, I'm still gonna honor the ancestors a little bit with this drumming and the oral history that you hear on the background. And it's coming from one of our drummers. In our language, those drummers are called the Lunsi, Lunsi, Lunsi. And they have been preserving our history right from the beginning of the kingdoms in northern Ghana, which is one of the oldest kingdom in Ghana up to date. So I'm here and let's keep it going. Okay, now let me continue with a little bit, and then we'll come into business. Keep watching. Blessed love to you all. yes. Alphabets. Greetings to you, wherever you live. Blessed love to you. We are all doing well. Everything is going on very well. Yeah. All right. So family, I think I've harnessed the ancestors enough, and I think that is what I have to do. So let's get into business. Let's get into business, the real business. All right, so this is the real business. I'm going to share something very important with my brothers and sisters, wherever you are. Either you are in Africa, you are in Europe, you are in America, you are in Asia, you are in Australia, any part of the world that you are, this message is going to you. And the message is simple. It has come to a time that people are using the internet for all of their informations, which is good because if we are not able to use the internet, we can't get at least most of the informations that we want. That's number one reason. The second reason is that using the internet to get information is much easier, but at the same time, sometimes it's kind of hard. It's hard because when you are depend so much on the internet, sometimes the resource is bad. You see, the resource is not always good when you depend on the internet so much. Sometimes the resource is bad because exactly the information you need or the kind of information you need will be hard for you to have the real information, especially when you are just depending on the internet for whatever you want to know or whatever you want to learn or whatever you want to just make your research about or whatever your research is about. So sometimes when you are on the ground doing your research and everything, it's much more better than just surfing the internet and going through researches on the internet and everything, because the problem is that you never know the person who is putting down that information that you used to learn. See, this is number one thing about the disadvantages of the internet. You never know exactly the information that is putting up there. You can't get to know exactly what it is. But then, for the fact that some people doesn't have an option, the internet is just their only way of getting some informations. But in other words, if you have, you know, some other options and still use the internet, is very helpful. Very, very, very helpful. So, family, this is one thing that I'm gonna share with you about, you know, tonight's topic. And talking about tonight's topic, I'm just gonna share with you a couple of things that I think is important for all of us to know, especially to you, those who are following you, I mean, we YouTubers, to learn. I think it is very good for me to share these informations with you just because I think I have to do that. And for the fact that I think I have to do that, it has to do with what you understand about this topic that I'm going to share with you. Okay, so for instance, there are some people who are living over there in the West and in Europe and all over the world, except Africa. Even in Africa, there are some people who lives in Africa who doesn't even understand exactly what it is. The world is a circle. The world is like a football, or the world is like a football. It's a circle. It's very circular. So in this circle that I call the world, every spot of it has got people who lives there. When you take the globe for instance, the world map. When you take that for instance, when you turn here, you see a continent. When you turn here, you see a continent. When you turn here, you see a continent. And out of all of these continents, there are countries in these continents. There are so many countries in all of these, continents that is on the world map. So just pick one of these countries and say, I'm traveling there, whilst you don't know where you're traveling to. That's exactly what I'm saying. When you pick up, like for instance, when you pick up, let's say, I'm going to Nigeria, I'm going to visit Nigeria for the first time. For the fact that Nigeria is among the biggest countries in Africa, there's a lot of things going there. There's the good, there's the bad, and the ugly. It's just like America, or like any part of these big countries in the world. I mean, big countries in the world. When you choose to go there, every part of that particular country has got what we call the good, the bad, as well as the what? The ugly. But for the fact that you don't know exactly what is happening there, you have one option. And the only option you have is to take a risk. And by taking the risk, you just have to go, because maybe you don't know anybody over there, or you don't have any connection over there, or you don't just know anything about that place. So there's two things involved. When you go there, it is either you survive or you come out peacefully. But there's one thing about Africa which I know very well, though I've not traveled so much, to other African countries, but I can give you rest assured that in Africa, where there is the bad people, there are good people there, just like in every part of the world. That is how it operates in the world, and most especially in Africa. So one thing that I'm gonna tell you is that to those who wants to visit Africa, or coming to spend a lifetime in Africa, or just trying to know where Africa is. This is Africa, where I am. This is Africa. Every soil in Africa is Africa. But you see, the world is big. The world is very, very big. As a human, wherever you call home is a home, provided if you know that this place is safe for me to live, that is your home. A home is a place where you live, you have peace, you have freedom, you have everything that you need. That is what I consider as a home. So, and therefore, the world is big. Wherever you want to go is where you want to go. Wherever you think there is peace is where there is peace. Wherever you think life will be good and everything, that is where you call home. Like some brothers and sisters in the US, for instance, in America, there's a lot of them over there who are black people. But when you call them blacks, they become annoyed. I'm not black. I'm not from Africa. This is my home. Yeah, that is your home. But what is your origination? What is your origins? That's the question. You see, to people who are in the Caribbean, just blacks as in general, you know, when we call Africa the home to black people, it is not that we are considering where you live not to be your home, but then what is your origin? What is your origination? Where is your roots? This is one thing that we have to always consider when we call people Africans. Africans are not only people who are living on the soil of Africa, on the continent of Africa. They are not the only people who are considered as Africans. We have the origination of the color black people. You see, I don't want to take it much into deeper for some people to feel like this is racism. This is not racism, but I'm just talking about, you know, the origination of everything. See what I'm saying? Everything has an origination. Before a child comes to this world, they know who brought them. Or even if they don't know who brought them to this world, at least they can tell that, it was a woman and a man who brought me to this world. So, and therefore, this is my rules. You see where the rules of everybody starts. But it has come to a point that people, to those people that I'm talking about, most especially people who are on YouTube, people who are YouTubers, people who are making money out of YouTube, people who are sharing informations on YouTube, people who are just taking their YouTube channels, for granted and using that to, spread misinformations about Africa. This is not exactly what it is, especially to people who think that YouTube is the only thing that they can do in life that can make them survive. They don't even think or consider about what they feed, the kind of news or the kind of information that they use to feed their audience. Let's say, for instance, when you go to some YouTube channel, you come across a caption on a video, the title of a video, and you quickly rush there to see what is happening. You go there, and at the end of the day, the title of the video doesn't match with what is, the content that is on the video. You see what I'm saying? It happens. Somebody will say, oh, I came to Africa and this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened. When you go and open up that video to watch, you will not see exactly what the person is talking about. So this is what I'm saying. Sometimes, to you, those who are viewing YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos, following YouTube channels and everything, you have to be mindful of that part. You have to be very, very mindful of that part. Because you know what? At the end of the day, they don't respect your feeling and they don't respect their audience, as well as, you know what? They don't put out genuine contents that you're looking for. I can see YouTube to be a business, which is fine, but then it's like when you are selling something, just like the smoke I'm wearing here. You see this traditional smoke that I'm wearing, that is this traditional attire. Before I bought this, I make sure that it fits exactly what I want. It matches with exactly the color, the measurements, and everything matches with everything that I want before I bought it. That is exactly what the YouTube street is. That's why I call it the YouTube streets. This kind of clickbait and everything, yeah, it's a kind of advertisements, but you don't have to play with people's feelings so much. Yeah. So to people who are very, very focused, people who are very, very, positive, and people who are kind of having some negative mindsets and just being focused, especially to people who are always following what they want to learn on YouTube. When they see something like that and then go there and did not see it, then they intend to say something on the comment section, which is very bad. You see? And from there, you will see that those particular YouTubers, their subscribers will end up having disagreements on the comment section about the particular content and the lies that the person has put in there. So it creates confusions and it creates kind of misunderstandings to people. But then there's one thing about Africa that I want each and every one of you to know. You see, Africa is not like it's not like Europe. Africa is not like Asia. Africa is not like Australia. Africa is not like America. Africa is not like South or North America. Africa is not like Africa looks much similar to the Caribbean. Some parts of Africa looks much similar to the Caribbean. But then there's one thing that I want you to know. Don't leave the US coming to Africa and thinking that you're going to have everything in Africa just like the way you have those things in America, in Europe, in Asia, in Australia, and in other parts of the world. Don't think about something like that, else you're going to end up having worries. You're going to end up being so much worried and upset. And at the end of the day, you even say something bad about Africa, which is wrong. Because in the first place, you fail to make a full research about where you're going before you go there. And the problem is that you can't, you see, when you are living in the US, for instance, for example, you can't travel to Africa and just bring everything that you need there, your basic needs, the housing, the infrastructure, you know, the health facilities, educational facilities, everything, the shopping malls, and the supermarkets, and all of these things. You can't bring all of these things in your luggage when you are coming to Africa. You can't just even do that. You can't even hire a flight to use, to transport all of this stuff to Africa. So when you come to Africa, make sure that you learn so much about where you're going, and make sure that you are ready to withstand the conditions at whatever is happening, or whatever the living condition of the people is, with regards to whatever or whatever you're traveling. So when you go there and then you miss some things and everything, you see that, oh yeah, I already know about this, then oh, I'm okay with that, and so on and so forth. Oh, I can live and everything. That is what you have to do. except when you don't have no option. You see, so these are the things that you have to know. There are some YouTubers, they pamper things so much. They pamper things so much, say that, they just make the world look like everywhere is the same. But that is not exactly what it is. That is not exactly what it is. Africa has got different places. Africa has got, even Africa has got some places. When you go there, you feel like you are living at where you live, at where you come from in the US or in Europe, in Asia, or in Australia, or in other parts of the world, quite apart from Africa. Africa has got this kind of places, but then it has to be from your pocket. Yeah, it has to come from your, the living conditions and everything has to come from your pockets. So and therefore, when you consider all of these things, it's very good for you to know all of these things before you travel to Africa. But there's one thing that I want to share with you about Africa. Not only in Ghana, which I have the experience, but I'm just sharing this based upon what I know about, the continent of Africa. There is never a place in Africa and you will not find a place to sleep, except the bigger cities. With the bigger cities, forget about charity or forget about good things over there or good people over there. But there are some good people over there too. But it's hard to find those people. You see, in the big cities in Africa, there are good people, but it is hard to find them. Let's take Accra, Ghana, for instance, or for example. That is the capital city of Ghana. That is where the toughest of the toughest survives. That is where the cost of housing, that is accommodation, is expensive. That is where you get the cost of food to be expensive. That is where you get the cost of transportation to be expensive. That is where you get the cost of your basic needs to be expensive. All of this is considered when you are traveling, and you just have to make ready for that. I'm saying all of these things because for the fact that we are all humans and we are all watching each other each and every day, having a good time, smiling, chatting, sharing information, doing this, doing that. Sometimes, we become overjoyed and we don't get time to share all of these information, which is what you have to know. So and therefore, you have to know this. You really have to know this. If you know this, you'll be okay. But when you fail to know it before you step on the grounds of Africa, within some few days, you're going to start complaining. Sometimes even a toilet paper can make you start to complain. All right, so let's get back to a little bit. Let's take a short break and enjoy some music, and I'll be back to teach you some. I have some couple of informations to teach you. I'm gonna share with you tonight. So keep watching and don't go away. Here in trouble, you get trouble. right, so family, I'm back and I'm gonna go through the comment section to see what you have. Um, all right, so AfriScope TV, blessed love to you. He says sometimes people come to our channel to divert the topic and promote tox, uh, toxicity. Yeah, it does happens like that, but you just have to take it as what it is because it isn't everyone who will like what you are doing. There are some people they'll just come to your channel to watch just because they want to see something that they don't like, and it's okay. It's all good, and just take it like that. You see, when you listen or when you think about what people say about what you're doing, you will never have the courage to teach. You will never have the courage to live your life, and you will never stay focused. And in life, there's one thing that I'm gonna share with you all tonight. Sometimes this is what happens. Sometimes um, there are some people for the fact that their life is messed up, they're just gonna bring that mess to each and everybody they meet in life, which is totally wrong. First of all, when people's life is messed up, or when people don't know what they have to do with their life, that's how they behave. So you just have to know all of these things as someone who is on YouTube or who is on the media or someone who is, sharing for people to learn. That is one of the problems the teacher always encounters. Don't do anything expecting everybody will like what you are doing. There are some people when you are doing something that is good, they against it. There are some people when other people are doing what is bad, they accept it. It is part of life. But then you don't have to let negative energies distract your positive energies. You see, it will not work. So big ups to you and keep pushing through. You understand? And stay focused as well. When you stay focused, it will really make you have something good that people can learn from you. But when you follow so much about this YouTube food soldiers, that's how I call them, YouTube food soldiers. These are the people that will just sit in their various places, just waste their money to talk bad about others. These are the food soldiers. They don't even have YouTube channels. No one even knows those people, and they don't even live a good life. For the fact that their life is messed up and they don't have any option, then they intend to destroy. That's one thing I have to let you know. You know, whilst you are doing all of these good works, so keep it up. Brother Richmond, blessed love to you and our families at your side. Mama is Benice. My sister, it's been a while. I hope and pray that everything is going on very well with you, wherever you are. And yeah, Queen's Guest Palace is coming along. It will be open soon. It's just a matter of time. I've been busy these days and I don't share so much because I've just been busy. So that's one thing that I have to let you know everybody know. But soon I'm gonna start sharing whatever I have to share on my channel. But there's one sad news that I had tonight. My Mason's father has transitioned. He has made his transition tonight. May the soul of the old man rest in perfect peace. He would be buried tomorrow. He's a chief to a very big community. He has been sick for over a year. His family has took care of him so much and still taking care of him until his demise tonight. May the ancestors and the Almighty God accept his homecoming, and I pray that he will have an eternal rest. So tomorrow we'll be going over to his palace to bury him. So that's the sad news that I have tonight. Yeah, that is life for all of us. Okay, so Uh, Let me see who are on the channel tonight. Sister Wonderful, blessed love to you, my sister. Greetings to you, my sister. Sister Wonderful has been very supportive to Brother Arimiyao, Arim's Academy. He's the proprietor of Arim's Academy. Arim's Academy is a school. Brother Arimiyao has a school here which he established some years ago, managing the school, using his resources and everything to just work on the progress of the school as well as the people in at his community, which we call Zugbeli in Tamale here. And he has been doing a very wonderful job. And Sister Wonderful has really been supportive to him. And I thank you so much for your support. And I'm also proud that I've been able to, share some contents here that is making people come out to support others through what I create on YouTube, through the contents that I create on YouTube. Thank you so much for that. And I have this brother who is also being supportive to this channel. He is called Winston Gel TV. He's been very, very supportive, and he also have a cooking channel. So go check him out and see whatever he's doing over there. So blessed love to you all, families, and blessed love. So whilst I was traveling, I also had Sister African Tigress. Sister African Tigress, wherever you are, blessed love to you. And I also had these brothers who also came over to northern Ghana whilst I was traveling. They are called the Ghana brothers. Blessed love to you, my brothers, Ghana brothers. Stay blessed, stay focused, and keep pushing through. You know what? We're all gonna support each other in any way. We all have to be supportive to each other in any way. So blessed love to all of you, sister. Love to travel with Wave. Blessed love to you, sister CJ Williams. Blessed love to you, sister um, um, Virtue Grace. Sister Virtue Grace is in Nigeria. Blessed love to you, Sister Virtue Grace. Blessed love to you, Mommy UK. Blessed love to you, Sister Doreen Wan Khalid. Blessed love to each and everybody who's been following this channel. There's a lot of positive people on this channel that I have to mention their names. But sorry if I'm not able to mention your name because, you know, I'm on a topic that needs some much information and some much teaching. So blessed love to you all for your wonderful support and your kind gesture. Um, Alasan Dayan, what did he say that the message that got the message restricted? I don't even see what he said. Uh, Key the pants. Key the pants. Blessed love to you. Sister Sinovia, really blessed love to you. My family, this is one of my families in Jamaica. Blessed love to you. And blessed love to each and everyone who is following. Uh, all right, so family, this is exactly what we have to share. So let me come back to business. Let me come back to share whatever I'm sharing with you. So you see, the YouTube street is said that when people are doing videos on YouTube, they put us so much edits. They put us they edit their videos so much just for you to feel like you are watching a movie. Yeah, so they make it to a point that you feel like you are almost watching a Hollywood movie. That is not real. Or maybe that is kind of trying to let you learn something. But to me, the way I see YouTube is different. The way I see YouTube is much different. And I think people have to take it like that because there's a lot of content creators on YouTube. So say for instance, when you are out with a content, just make your content genuine. Don't rush for your channel to grow and spread, false informations, and just put some sweet contents that will make people feel and just make your channel grow so fast. At the end of the day, you would be affected, and those who are watching will also be affected. That is one thing that I like about Brother Wadimaya. Brother Wadimaya is someone, who has been on YouTube for a long time, and he's been doing a very good job. And one thing that I also like about him is that when he creates his contents, he teaches people the reality, though he also do some editings, but he still teaches people about the reality. When you watch his video from A to Z, at the end of watching the video, you have something to learn from the video. This is one thing that I like about him, and I really appreciate whatever he's doing. So big ups yourself, younger brother Wadimaya, and blessed love to you. I really appreciate you. And there's one thing again that I want to share with people who are watching YouTube. Don't take YouTube as your life guardian. Don't take YouTube as something that guides your life, as a place that you just have all of your life. You have something, you know, you were living a life before YouTube, and don't let certain things change your mindset just because you are watching it and watching it and watching it. When you do that, sometimes it kind of distracts you from whatever you're doing, because you have your original plans in life before YouTube was created. So, and therefore, when you follow all of these things too much, it complicates your mind and it confuses your mind sometimes. But there are some good stuff on YouTube that is very, very useful, that will be helpful to all of you, especially to the channels that is positive channels. When you look at these channels and when you watch these, the videos that these content creators on these various positive channels have, you have so much to learn from them. But just like I'm saying, um, the YouTube world is good. Okay, let me read this message. Sister Wonderful says some of these people come here for the money or attention, not for quality content. And I don't like when they come to the continent and present Black Americans negatively. You see, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Some of these content creators are here on YouTube to crash our heads together. They are here to just crash our heads together so that, all of us will be messed up and nothing will be learned from what they are creating, from the contents that they are creating. Just like when I was telling you that when you are traveling to Africa, just make ready and come to Africa. Africa is peaceful. It depends on the people you meet. You know, Africa is peaceful. Here in Africa, especially at where I live, we don't easily pull out guns, point to each other, kill each other just like that. We don't disturb or worry each other just like that. We don't do that. When there are some problems, we have a way that we solve it. When there is some issues, we have a way that we deal with them and live a happy life and peaceful life. Especially there are some Africans, when you meet them, you feel like you've met the most amazing person on earth, or the most amazing people on earth. But then whatever we have to do has to do with, what we think is good for us and others. Just like when I'm sharing this information right now, I'm sharing this information not to myself, but to everyone who is watching me. So either you like what I'm saying or you don't like what I'm saying, I'll still say it, because I have no fears when I'm sharing the reality. I have no fears. Like, no one can attack me for saying the reality of or speaking the truth. You see, Even when you attack me, you can only attack me maybe on your channel on YouTube, but that is fine. You can say your point of views about what I say and everything, which is fine. But you know what? I don't give my time to all of this negativity. You see how it goes. And this is not personal. The reality is that it's like when a person is traveling. You see, when a person is traveling,